This is Richard Fowler. I'm John Kilpatrick with Okolona Aikido, Louisville, Kentucky, USA. And we've got a basic system that we're using for now, and it's going to be pretty much the same for any attack, and it uses really almost all of our reflex controls. There are some hand controls it doesn't use. But so if I'm going to start off with my feet perpendicular to the line of attack. Now normally in Aikido you stand this way, so your feet are on the line of attack. We're not going to do it that way because your partner is really trying to stab you. They're not just throwing their hand out there for you to practice. And if you always go to the same side, then what people do is they don't pay attention to what you're doing at all. They just go to where they know you're going to be going. And so we stand this way. And so we're going to do a series of exercises. The first one, he comes in and stabs. And I'm not going to move at all. I'm just going, so if he's coming, if I'm going to go to this side, my hand comes here. Now I could go to the other side again. No, same hand. See, he comes there. I could do it here. I can go to the inside also. But we'll just look at the, and you want to be able to go both ways. So, now on this one, see, he stabs. I'm going to use this hand and pivot around it. So I'm not trying to, I'm not bending or anything like that. I just have this hand and I just pivot around it. And this leads him past me. What happens is, when I put this up here, when I put this here, it gets his attention and he follows that hand instead of following me. So this and the Russians call this a feeding reflex. And what we're doing is controlling that feeding reflex to keep him coming in. Now that's the first movement with this hand. So then he does the same thing. This hand goes straight from my eye to his eye. And this is a vision control reflex. It doesn't really get a good startle. We'll do that in a minute. But it controls his vision so that he can't see what I'm doing. Nobody's going to let you go behind them. They're not going to do that. And when I put this hand out, he can't see me go behind him, which is what I'm going to do. So again, with this hand, this is a vision control reflex. So, now with that, I was just doing the pivot. And we're going to do a pivot and pendulum. And the pendulum's going to carry me behind him. So, when I do the pivot and the pendulum, and this has brought me behind him. Now notice that I don't hit his arm. I come up here. This gives you a fantastic startle reflex. This hand's coming up in his face, and the other one's coming here, and he throws his head back. Makes this throw extremely easy. Both eyes are covered. And with hitting here, I'm not trying to poke him in the eye, you really don't even have, in practice this works fantastically, and we don't hurt our partners at all. We don't hit them at all. But this makes a great throw. And then from here, we can take him down and pin him. So, if I want to show the whole thing then, let's come over here. And showing it from the other side. So then from the other side, let's say we need to start out here, don't we? So he's coming. And this is just your standard Aiki pin.